天文台喺晚上11:05發出8號東北烈風或暴風信號。夜晚11點，熱帶風暴杜蘇芮集結喺本港。
I think all of us very well know that the current world is really sort of suffering from a lot of impending environmental disasters, including, most importantly, climate change, and many places also suffer from air pollution. So in order to understand the root causes and the potential solutions to climate change and air pollution, atmospheric science provides the most important scientific basis for that.
As members of the public, we always pay attention to the weather news, but actually the mechanisms behind how we actually arrived at the predictions, it may not be very clear to the general public. Yeah, I believe the most important part is the output, but it's also useful to promote what's behind.
其實我都相信好處就係，如果當同學知多啲咁嘅資訊或者科學嘅時候，咁對於佢將來可能有啲政府嘅政策啊，或者我哋想諗下點樣去改善我哋環境嘅時候，咁你會有啲所謂 science-based 嘅 decision， 咁亦都容易啲去了解啲資訊啊，即係支唔支持都好，咁起碼你有個即係科學嘅根據喺背後。
其實咧，我哋嚴格嚟講咧，做 app 務嘅嘢咧，嚴格嚟講咧可以半個 IT 人嚟嘅，因為我日日夜夜都係寫 program 嘅啫，即係所謂 model 啦，同你玩模型一樣啦，都係一個模型啦，只不過電腦入邊模型啦，其實都對我哋嚟講係玩具嚟嘅。真實天氣你係冇辦法做實驗噶嘛，冇可能做到一模一樣嘅，咁所以你只可以揾一啲 features 係覺得即係佢係可以 comparable 嘅，咁但係都有啲唔同啦。咁呢個就係有趣嘅地方啦，因為如果你做到 perfect， 咁我哋唔使做噶咯。
Well, to me, geoscience means everything related to Earth. It actually should be including every Earth system, but strictly speaking, here we mean geoscience referring to the solid part of Earth, everything related to solid part of Earth. So in this regard, why it's important for us or anybody is because, well, first of all, we live on Earth, so that matters to us in terms of our living environment, in terms of our energy and resource, in terms of our safety hazards.
An important thing related to seismology is that a lot of places are facing the threat from potential earthquake hazard. You know, even for a place like Hong Kong, and then we'll all say, oh, we are far away from plate boundaries, but there are faults nearby. And on the other hand, we always want to advance our understanding in the theoretical background. And the very simple question, how do earthquakes really occur? Why the fault stay there, not having any motion, but then suddenly move very fast? You know, these questions are still intriguing, and then we are quite interested in those parts as well.
So then, you know, in geophysics, we use more things that is what people traditionally think of physics, right? In terms of, you know, classical mechanics, solid and fluid mechanics, and then the use of, you know, for example, you know, I use seismology, then it's the use of wave theory. Professor Liu uses, you know, INSAR or remote sensing, then, you know, it's the use of electromagnetic waves. So these are concepts that is more you know, should be familiar to everyone who has taken, you know, introductory physics courses. So it's the use of, you know, these fundamental tools to understand the Earth.
我諗貼身啲嚟講啦，特別喺香港，咁我哋見到斜坡維修啊，甚至起樓啊、起機場啊，關於地質嘅課程入面咧，全部都會涉獵到嘅。我哋要認識個環境有乜嘢，咁先至可以製造啲咩出嚟咁樣。咁所以即係一啲簡單嚟講個 natural resources 係啲乜嘢，就喺地質入面會睇到嘅。
其實讀完 atmospheric science stream 咧，就可以有兩個唔同嘅 level 去諗呢件事嘅。第一個就係、當然你要學到學科上邊嗰啲知識啦。咁我哋嗰個 context 就係大氣同埋海洋嗰度嘅循環係即係點樣理解咧？咁呢啲就係喺個 context specific 嘅 skill， 但係我哋亦都學到好多係 transferable skill 嘅，好多時都係要處理大量嘅即係大氣或者氣候嘅數據啦。處理啲數據其實你中間又會學到好多，譬如啲 programming 嘅或者一啲software 啦。就算你唔做大氣或者環境科學，有其他 嘅工，譬如即係同 data 有關嘅，咁其實呢啲 skill 都可以好有應用啦。
咁除此之外，其實 EESC 都提供咗唔少嘅 internship 嘅機會俾我，就例如可能係天文台或者係其他 research 嘅經驗咁樣。咁呢啲經驗其實都非常之幫助到我而家嘅 career 咯，因為我而家 career 其實嘅性質首先就係 NWP 啦，呢啲嘢其實同 R&D 都相關嘅。咁呢啲經驗其實我喺 EESC 嘅時候已經係獲益良多咁樣。
我去咗日本度做一個 UNEP 相關嘅 intern 啦，跟住又翻嚟香港喺環保署做，咁全部都係 Earth Science 同埋 Environmental Science 相關嘅科目嚟嘅。咁我而家讀緊嘅 PhD 咧，就係有關於 volcanic aerosol， 咁都係同我當初讀嘅 MPhil 同埋我以前做嘅 FYP 有關。咁其實所有嘢都係環環相扣咁樣啦。即係如果我開頭冇讀到 EESC 呢個 major， 咁我今日都唔會喺呢度讀緊 PhD。
I know some students are working in geo-related companies like data surveying analysis. Some students are working like in some other technical companies, like in Science Park, in which they will apply the data analysis skills. They may not feel that important when they were in the class, for example, to learn like a mathematical background. But after they start to work, and then they realize, oh, this is really important.
So the very interesting thing that I have seen every year in teaching in this program is that every year a lot of students would come and say they want to work at HKO. Okay, this is like a very common thread among them. Yeah, obviously HKO and other government departments as well, like Environmental Protection Agency or FCD as well. Some students would embark on private businesses and education. Yeah, so a lot of the jobs that are actually related to what they study, but of course also a substantial portion also went on to the different avenues of life that they're working on right now.
點解當初想入天文台？因為冇得解釋嘅喎，即係因為係有啲刺激嘅，但係刺激得嚟咧又有啲挑戰性咯。即係你每一次天氣預測天氣啊，或者天氣變化，其實都係有好多不確定性同挑戰性喺度，就唔係咁話即係唔係啲好悶嘅嘢嚟嘅咯。即係如果你預測天氣，應該係幾有趣。即係未有 EESC 之前，其實都冇一個正式即係天文台好承認嘅一個同氣象有關嘅嘢啊。EESC 成立咗之後，其實天文台都基本上，譬如 intern 咁啦，大部分都係 EESC 嘅。
feel 咧就學術啲嚟講咧，就好多 hands-on practice 啦。吸引之處就係原來我哋呢個世界真實睇到嘅嘢係點樣樣。
最難忘就梗係五台山啦。因為其實好少有機會係可以成大班人一齊出去呢1-2個禮拜日對夜對咁樣，咁出去取得嚟又好開心啦。咁你同班 friend 一齊食番茄啊、青瓜啊，要野外求生揾廁所啊，我相信佢哋都好難忘，因為我哋而家出嚟食飯都仲會少。
仲有我覺得整體嘅 EESC 嘅學生係好順啊。我睇到咧，大部分嘅學生係好願意互相幫助嘅。但出 feel 我睇得更加多嘅，無論喺 knowledge 定喺 physically 定係所有嘢都係嘅。
My first impression was that everyone was very relaxed, calm and relaxed and welcoming. So I felt very at home at EESC.
嗰陣要同啲 professor 去唱 K 啦，都真係難忘。其實都唔止一次嘅，因為都冇諗過入 U 竟然啲 professor 會同自己唱 K， 係仲要係通 K 嗰種喎，唔係求其唱1-2個鐘，癲大癲。
同埋點解我覺得有種家嘅感覺？我覺得唔係就係話時間上我花好多時間喺度，其實亦都係我覺得係咁多年，即係同咁多屆嘅同學或者畢業生嗰種 interaction 你明唔明乜嘢？都可以吹下水啊，食下飯啊。咁佢有陣時佢哋都覺得我好慘啊，我冇人同我食飯，有時候約下我食飯啊。咁我有陣時候勾下你哋食飯啊。
就希望可以繼續落去咯，咁好嘅一個 atmosphere， 咁之後可能希望會變做一個 department 比較大啲，咁可能我哋嘅資源都多啲，老師都多啲，咁學生可以攞到嘅 course 都比較 diverse 啲。至少我覺得我哋而家可能我哋嘅嗰個 breadth 可能唔係好夠，因為學生我發現呢10年嘅 development 係 MO 嘅淨係讀 MO，GO 嘅淨係讀 GO， 就真係冇好多interdisciplinary connection。咁可能希望我哋之後 加入有 environmental science 之後，我哋之後嘅嗰個 course development 可以比較多啲 interaction。
No, environmental science actually would concern a lot of different disciplines. For example, ranging from chemistry to biology to physical sciences, all are actually relevant to the study of environmental sciences, related to things like pollution control and management, and also things like global climate change. And students of environmental science and technology would actually need the theoretical basis as well as the technical know-how in tackling these large-scale phenomena and managing them. The students, when they graduate from the environmental science and technology program, would be able to undertake jobs like as scientists in NGOs to deal with the environment, or with government agencies to do work that would be related to environmental management. There were also a lot of graduates from the environmental science program going into the private sector, acting as, for example, auditors and inspectors of environmental measures put up by companies in their projects and so on, and also in private consultancy.
I'll be prepared to face challenges, definitely, because going into university means that you will have to step out of your comfort zone. And oftentimes in secondary school, students are very compartmentalized in their knowledge. For instance, physics is physics, or chemistry is chemistry, or math is math, or geography is geography. And students may not have learned to really integrate knowledge. So, but our program is exactly designed to integrate knowledge and skills from different areas and approaches. So I think students get ready and not be afraid.